I'm 43 and male and have been married to my soon-to-be ex-wife for over a decade. And while things have been shaky recently, nothing could have prepared me for the roller coaster that just hit me. We used to be a bit on the heavier side, both of us. I'd say about 24 months ago, a regular checkup threw up red flags for potential health risk, which scared the daylights out of me. We slowly transitioned into healthier habits. My weight went down from 115 kilograms to 82 kilograms. And my wife, let's call her Lisa for the sake of the post, slimmed down from 80 to 62. It was a transformation that felt like nothing short of magic. Both of us enrolled in the local gym to maintain our newfound fitness, and there was this instructor at our gym, let's call him Muscles, just for the simplicity of the post. Now, with Lisa's renewed appearance, she's attracted attention, to say the least, a lot of it. I mean, I could not blame them. She looks stunning. I felt pride initially, but started to get uneasy when I noticed Muscles' frequent glances. This man had a penchant for flexing his physique and seemed to enjoy the attention, especially from the ladies. Lisa seemed to enjoy this newfound attention, and one day I caught her visibly distracted by him. Confronted, she played it off, and one day, while Lisa was doing her squats, Muscles decided to, quote, help her by wrapping hands around her waist. I could feel the anger bubbling inside of me. I intervened, leading to a disagreement between Lisa and me at home. She accused me of being overly suspicious and jealous. Our solution: switch gyms. Problem: Lisa harbored resentment. Life does throw you some curveballs. A fantastic work opportunity arose for me that needed me to change my gym timing. I began going in the mornings while Lisa continued in the afternoons. Communication dwindled, our relationship strained, and I proposed couples therapy. She deflected, saying my, quote, trust issues required therapy. I took her at her word and sought therapy myself, hoping it would salvage our relationship, but Lisa grew more distant. It all culminated when our building security guard, Mr. G, mentioned a masseuse visiting Lisa. It was none other than Muscles. Heartbroken, I did a little detective work and with some sneaky phone tactics found their chats hidden under a female coworker's name. One fateful evening, pretending to leave the house because of an illness scare, I came back to catch them in the act. The image seared into my brain, my wife with another man in our bedroom. I filmed it, walking in the door, capturing their shocked faces. Well, Muscles tried to actually confront me. I managed to knock the wind out of him. Chasing him out as my father, brother, and Mr. G approached, I sent the evidence to my lawyer, who assured me of its importance in the upcoming proceedings. That night, our confrontation was heartbreaking. Lisa's pleas for a second chance, they fell on deaf ears. I could not see past her ugly betrayal with Muscles. Her sister, unaware of the actual reasons for our split, called me up. I can only imagine the talk that they had. As I pen this down, I'm overwhelmed, grieving for a relationship that was spanning over a decade. I'm bracing for the next steps, but some part of me wonders if there's any way to mend such profound breaches of trust. Comment number 1 from the original post. Bro, I've been gym going for years. I'm a gym rat. Trust me, there's a lot of baldies out there. They thrive off the attention and make moves on the vulnerable people, but let's not just blame him. Jane had every opportunity to shut it down, but she chose not to. Her being deceptive is on her. Focus on yourself, keep up the healthy lifestyle, and maybe find a new gym or workout from home. Don't let this incident taint your perspective on trust in future relationships. Not everyone is a Jane or a baldy. Best of luck, dude. Comment number 2. OP. This is one of the most gut-wrenching stories I've read on here in a while. It's clear that the trust was broken and it might be irreparable. For your own mental health, take a break from things that remind you of Jane. It might help to get on a small vacation or even just stay with friends or family for a while to get a fresh environment. As for moving forward, remember that trust is the foundation of any relationship. When seeking future relationships, ensure that communication lines are always open to prevent such misunderstandings. And lastly, kudos to you for holding your ground and taking control of the situation. It takes guts, and you've shown that you have them. Update number 1. Hey everyone. First off, thanks for all the advice and support on my last post. I've never thought that I'd be the one pouring my heart out here, but here I am. After a lot of internal battles and some advice from close friends, I finally decided to go to counseling with Jane. During our session, some unexpected skeletons emerged from my own closet. I'd completely forgotten or maybe even suppressed a drunken mistake I'd made when we had just started dating. To be completely clear, I messed up and slept with somebody else during our first initial months of dating. Jane was aware, and it's something we moved past. But now she's brought it up in therapy. According to her, this makes it even. In her words, you did it first, so why's mine any worse? But to me, it's different. It was a huge mistake on my part, I will never deny that, but it was in the very early days of our relationship. The fact that she was unfaithful after a decade of what I believed was a loving marriage feels like an entirely different ballpark. Regardless, after a lot of tears and many heated discussions, I just decided to give our relationship another shot. This decision has not gone down well with my family. They've been my backbone throughout this, and they feel like I'm being played as a fool. The icing on the cake? They've refused to let Jane attend our annual family Thanksgiving next week. She's devastated, especially since she's always known for her delicious pumpkin pie. And to be honest, it feels odd to have a family event without her, but the situation escalated when I told her I'd be attending without her. Another massive fight ensued, and I'm currently on the couch questioning all my life choices. Thank you for being here. I'll update you all soon, depending on how this new week unfolds. Comment number 1. Look, everyone makes mistakes, both in the past and present, but here's the thing. Comparing past mistakes to justify current actions, that's a slippery slope. A 10-year marriage cannot be equated to early dating months. I think therapy is a good step, but remember, reconciliation requires effort from both sides. Stay strong, but also don't be afraid to evaluate and reevaluate what's best for you. And about Thanksgiving, family emotions are high right now. Give it a bit of time. Maybe consider having a small private dinner with your wife to mend some bridges. Comment number 2. Been there, bro. Not the exact scenario, but close. Here's what I've learned. Dragging the past into current arguments is not a solution. It's a deflection. You both need to come to terms with what happened individually, then come together if you're giving it another shot. Make sure it's a clean slate. As for the fam, they're just looking out for you. Maybe they need some time to see if this therapy thing works out. Don't make any hasty decisions that quickly. Hey! It's me again, and boy, do I have an update. Just one day post-Thanksgiving, I'm in shock. I did not think it could get any worse than the previous disaster with my wife, but here we are. Guess who decided to make a grand entrance at the dinner she was explicitly uninvited to? My soon-to-be ex-wife. And she was not alone. She brought him Muscles! And to add salt to the wound, she brought her pumpkin pie. I know it sounds like a soap opera, but it's the ugly truth of my life. I wish I could tell you I handled it like a champion. I didn't. I lost my temper, and in a way I never have before. There was a baseball bat by the door for security, obviously, and in the heat of the moment I swung right at Muscles. I'm not proud of it. He's now in the hospital with 2 cracked kneecaps. I ended up in jail. Yep, me in jail. And to make matters worse, it was all caught on camera by nosy neighbors and has now gone viral. Muscles being a local celebrity around town did not really help. Yeah, I was bailed out, only to discover I've lost my job. My boss saw the video and said that they could not keep me on. I'm writing this update from my parents' place. My mom has not stopped crying since the dinner, and my wife, after all the drama unfolded, I saw her leaving with this weird twisted grin. What was she thinking? Now she's been blowing up my phone, but I can't bring myself to answer. I don't even have the words. I just want to be left alone. I can't believe she has the audacity to pull something like this after everything. So, here I am, jobless, wifeless, and honestly clueless about what to do next. I'll be seeking legal advice about the incident, but emotionally, I'm at a loss. Any advice or words of wisdoms are appreciated. Comment number 1. Dude, first take a deep breath, man. This is crazy. But remember that the internet's memory is short, and this shall pass. That said, you need legal counseling now. Anything with physical assault can lead to serious consequences, but regarding your wife, I'd say go full no contact until you sort out the legal issues. She's toxic, and you don't need any more drama right now, and remember, healing will take time. It's okay to feel lost and devastated, but you will rebuild. Stay strong. Comment number 2. Look, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Swinging the bat was a major screw-up. You've got to own that mistake and face the consequences, but moving forward, here's what you can do. Lawyer up. You've been arrested. Don't take any chances. Find a therapist. You've gone through a lot. They can provide coping strategies and just start fresh, man. A new city, new job, something of a clean slate is the best move. Lastly, I hate to say it, but your wife, she's playing games and not the fun kind. No more chances. She showed her true colors at the dinner. Update number 3. Firstly, I just want to thank everybody for the messages, DMs, advice, and kind words in my last post. I never imagined my life would be something straight out of a movie, and not the good movie. But here we are. Yesterday I found a note in my parents' mailbox from, you guessed it, my soon-to-be ex-wife. She explained her, quote, logic, if you can call it that, behind bringing Muscles to Thanksgiving. In her twisted mind, she believed that if Muscles and I talked potentially, quote, became friends, it would magically fix everything. I literally laughed out loud reading that part. Either she's severely detached from reality or she's trolling me on a level I didn't even know was possible. On the brighter side, I've secured a new job. I started 2 weeks and it's actually a step up from my last position. So silver lining, I guess. Now for the part I've been dreading. Muscles is pressing charges on me and suing me for the knee incident. I understand his anger and I genuinely regret my actions. His surgery went well, but he'll be out of his gym coaching profession for a while. With everything, I've decided to pursue a divorce. It's time I prioritize my well-being and my mental health. Luckily, my family's been an incredible support system throughout this mess, and I will keep you guys posted. There's likely going to be a lot to navigate in the coming weeks. Until the next drama-filled update, OP, out. Comment number 1 from the next update. OP, first off, congrats on the new job. In the middle of all this craziness, you've actually managed to land on your feet, and that speaks volumes about your resilience. As for Muscle pressing charges, it was a bad move, but consider settling if it does not put you in financial ruin. Clearing that mess as soon as possible will give you a peace of mind, and as for your wife's strategy, I am at a loss for words, bro. Focus on yourself and healing. We're all rooting for you. Comment 2. Dang, OP, this entire situation's wild. First, I'm sorry you're going through this, but I genuinely believe it's a blessing. Her showing up with Muscle and that bizarre let's be friends idea, that's a whole new level of crazy. Stay strong, lean on your family, lawyer up, especially with the Muscles guy suing you. There's a world out there where your ex-wife is not causing chaos in your life. Stay focused and keep going. Update number 4. Hey everyone. So, it's really been a whole year since my last update. I'll explain. First off, apologies for the ghosting. Between the chaos of the court hearings, jail time, and attempting to piece together some semblance of a normal life, I've completely forgotten the password to my account. The universe seems to have a dark sense of humor, and in some odd way, I'm here typing this update. I did end up serving 6 months for assault. It was the hardest 6 months of my life. I would not wish it upon anyone. I'm not cut for the slammer. I met a lot of individuals, some good, some questionable, but each with their own story. Jail changed my perspective on many things, primarily on how I react to situations. I'm also on probation and have to pay a hefty fine, which was, for a lack of a better term, a slap to the face after everything else. But here's where the story took a wild turn. During my time away, my then-still wife received an inheritance from her late grandfather. It was substantial. Quite the twist, I know. Upon my release, we finally officially got divorced. Should have done that ages ago. Due to our state laws, I was entitled to half of her assets acquired during our marriage. Let's just say that this turned my situation around substantially. My parents, who were my rock throughout this ordeal, and I jointly bought a beachfront property where the plan to retire. I'll be staying with him for a while, figuring things out in this new city and deciding my next steps. Oh, and if you're wondering about the grand irony of it all, yeah, my ex-wife and Muscles are now dating. I can't say I'm surprised, but I'm also beyond caring. They seem, well, happy, I suppose. Muscles earned a nickname post-surgery, Hobbles. Every cloud has a silver lining, right? I want to end this update on a note of gratitude. Thank you everybody who shared advice with me, sent support, and even those who called me out on my actions. It's been a journey of self-reflection. A word of caution to anybody reading this: always think before you act. Jail is not a joke, and it impacted not just me, but my family deeply. While the outcome has been unexpectedly positive, the journey was harrowing. Don't be me, make wise choices. Thanks, everybody. Until, well, hopefully, there's not a next time. Top comments from the update. Comment number 1. Wow, just wow. Reading through your update has been like watching a season finale of a drama show. While your initial actions were obviously wrong and you paid the price for it, I genuinely hope you learned a lesson and have grown from it. Also, always consult with a lawyer in any legal and potential situation. I'm a firm believer in therapy, especially after traumatic events. Consider seeking professional counseling. It might help with lingering feelings. Good luck out there. Comment 2. I remember reading your original post and thinking what a mess this was, but honestly, life has a weird way of coming full circle. Your ex and, Hobbles, love that name by the way, they deserve each other. Focus on you, take care of your parents, and maybe adopt a dog. New city, new start. Also, karma has a way of showing up when you least expect it. Cheers to a fresh slate, OP. Update number 5. Hey guys, I genuinely did not think I would be back with another update after the last one, but life seems to have a way of constantly surprising you, yeah? Plus, when you hear about the drama from the past life you've once lived, it's hard not to share. So here's the tea. My good buddy, who I've stayed in touch with from my old city, gave me a call last week. The juicy news? My ex-wife! She cheated! Again! The apple doesn't fall far from the tree now, does it? Well, here's the twist. She's strayed from Muscles with a new, younger set of muscles, dare I say upgraded version, freshly recruited to the gym. I can almost picture the ensuing drama. Muscles predictably went ballistic. According to my friend, there was a full-blown fight at the gym. Can you imagine? Weight flying, protein powder creating a dust storm. Okay, maybe I'm being a bit dramatic, but the end result is Muscles now facing assault charges, much like I did. It's ironic and sad in so many ways. Here's my takeaway from all this. It might not be Muscles, me, or any other guys that's the root of these problems. My ex has a pattern of sabotaging her relationships. I hope for her sake she finds some inner peace and breaks the cycle. No one deserves to live a life full of chaos, and as for me, things have taken a turn for the better. Thankfully, I've started seeing a wonderful woman. She's a single mom to a delightful 7-year-old boy. We've bonded big time over soccer, and I even took him to an Inter-Miami game where we got to watch the legend Lionel Messi play. Talk about bucket list moments. Furthermore, I've been blessed with a fresh started career-wise, and I'm now working for my girlfriend's dad, and the job is something I genuinely enjoy. It's amazing. Thinking back that just over a year ago, I was trapped in a toxic cycle. Now life filled with promise, joy, and new beginnings. So to anybody out there in a tough situation, change is possible, and happiness can be just around the corner. Thanks again, everybody, for the support. Hopefully this is the last you'll hear from me in the best way possible. Comment number 1 of the final post. Honestly, some people never change, and your ex sounds like one of them. Her actions and decisions are a reflection of her, not the men that she's been with. I'm glad you got out of that toxic environment and are moving forward positively. Your new relationship sounds amazing, just ensure you don't carry any baggage from your past into it. Keep being awesome, I'm telling you, and cherish every moment with your new family. And hey, if life ever gets too dramatic again, just remember Messi's calmness on the ball and do the same in life. Comment number 2. Dude, reading this story has been nuts from start to finish. It's wild to think about the heck that you've been through, and man, the drama with your ex is like something out of a telenovela. But on a real note, it's heartening to see how you've transformed your life, especially with the new family dynamic that you're building. Just remember to always keep communication open with your new partner, and continue to grow and learn from your past. Congratulations on the Inter Miami Messi game, by the way. That's a once-in-a-lifetime experience.